Alright, it is time to go back to war once again. This time, we're bringing out the big guns, the Jackalope. See you soon. Hello, welcome back to the workshop. We are continuing once again. We are working, of course, on the Jackalope from Jackalope Enterprises, but we're kind of giving it a Christmas feel to it. So we are dressing the Cowboy up in some red and whites, kind of Santa Claus like. So we're going to work a little bit more on him, and then we're probably going to pop over to the Jackalope here, which of course I put in his winter colors, because, you know, Jackalopes don't necessarily stay brown all year round. At least I think they don't. But if they're anything like a regular jackrabbit, then they change their coats seasonally as well. So, winter colors for the bunny. And we're going to keep Santa Claus in this guy up. So we're going to go back to this guy. And it's time to do the skin. And you guys pretty much know the formula offhand, or by memory by now. So we start with a Bugman's Glow, which is, you know, kind of the oh, there you are. I thought I saw her. Give me one moment. In your bed. Come on. Yeah, she's such a good girl. She's right in her bed. So I give her a few pets, a few stitches, get her to lay down, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, that's a good girl. That's a good girl. Yeah. Okay. Hopefully that's okay enough for her for now. Then I can do some work on our guy. So like I said, we are starting the Bugman's Glow. Oh, I'm getting to the point where I'm going to need a new Bugman's Glow pretty quick. I'm going to use the Zero brush from Vallejo Paint here. I know I used to use nothing but Citadel brushes, but hey, I'm expanding out and trying different things, and I'm actually kind of liking some of the other companies' brushes. So Now, I want to be careful. When we get near the pants, because you know I did all that work doing the base, the wash, bringing it back up, and then kind of doing the first highlight. Haven't finished the pants off yet. This guy haven't finished the shirt yet, but that's okay. We'll get there. This fella has hair, so we're gonna have to be a little cautious about how we do. But of course, you know, if we paint over where the hair is right now, that's fine, because we actually haven't done the hair yet. I'll figure that all out as we go. There we are. Our cowboy type person is skin's all colored up, ready for the next step. The next step, of course, is the Acadian flesh tone, right there. Of course, the Jackalope is right there, waiting for his turn to get some love, and it's coming up pretty soon. All right. So I've thinned the Acadian flesh tone, and I'm just gonna go all just kind of cover the whole thing, all the flesh with the flesh tone, with the Acadian flesh tone. I want it a little thinner so that hopefully the some of the Bugman's glow will kind of come through. There we go. And our Cowboy, well, we let him dry for a second there. Our Cowboy will then get a quick wash over the skin to help bring out some of the details, and then we'll go back in and highlight out the face. And of course, we're going to use the Reikland Flesh Shade to help bring out the details. Get a brush full, and we're just going to kind of smack it on there. And we're just going to let it do its thing, settle into the crevices. There we are. While we're waiting for that to dry, we can work on other parts of the Cowboy and parts that I haven't done yet. Well, I shouldn't say haven't done yet. I should say haven't finished. You know, like we can work around the wash while I do the while I do the shirt. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some of the white star from Two Thin Coats. I really do enjoy this color. Over the white scar from Citadel. There we go. I don't need much. And we're going to use this nice fine brush here. I'm not really sure Kolonsky Masterclass, it looks like it says. It's mostly worn off. That's okay. And we are going to take the white, put on our magnifying glass. I should clear the hair out of it because it likes to catch my hair. Because, you know, we're supposed to be one, I guess. I don't know. And we are just going to do some little bit of highlights on the shirt so that, you know, people can see that it's a white shirt, not a kind of a gray shirt. And with such a small brush, the paint dries really fast, actually, on the brush. So, be a lot of quick work. And then wash the brush. Probably gonna have to fix that collar. After we, you know, paint the cowboy. Kind of looks like stripes. But if you follow the folds of the shirt, it's kind of what you get. Stripes. Which is weird. Yeah. Oh, it's kind of interesting. But, doing that gives us a more of a white shirt than it is a gray shirt. I'm kind of okay with that. Alright, like I said, we'll fix the collars after we do the face and everything like that. But for the moment, we are going to fix some of that red. And now we're going to go to the Army Painter detail brush. And we're going to go back to the Mephiston red color. Oh, it's getting time to replace most of my colors, it looks like. But thankfully I don't need a lot. Now this is just tidy ups that we want to fix. Now with a white overshot. And of course, we want to be careful that we don't have to go in and try and refix the white. So it'd be nice and delicate. Take the time. Make sure that we do our very best to not get red on the white, as otherwise we are going back and fixing the white again, which may cause us to fix the red, which, you know, goes back and forth, back and forth. For the most part, though, it's alright. There we are. See how I got the red on the shoulder a little bit? Well, I guess not really, but trust me, it is there. Well, maybe for Christmas I'll get a better webcam that can do close-ups. So it actually looks like I haven't even done the second step. So we're going to go to the second step. And we are going to go to Evil Sun Scarlet. Interesting. Somehow I got red all over me. That's okay. It dries, and you pretty much can roll it right off. And if it doesn't come off easily, soap and water afterwards. So you know, it actually shows that you've done work. I guess. I don't know. And we're going to use the black brush, the tiny black brush. And we are going to start hitting the fold. Start bringing those out. Oops. Of course, we put a little extra highlight right where the knee is because there's stress on the fabric there. There we are. Okay. And of course, then the last step. Really bright red. It's practically an orange. This is my Wild Rider red. See, it's still in the red, but it's beginnings of the orange colors. And this one is going to be very fine. And we're just going to hit some high points. You know, like a little bit on the knee. Little dots here and there to show the greatest where the greatest stress on the fabric is. And again, we're not going to need much, just little dots here and there, maybe a slight line. There we go. Just a little bit like that. Boom. And that's it for that red. Just brings up some of the high stress points on the fabric. Where the basically where the highest points of the stress of the fabric are, where, you know, the biggest bends, or the bends, twists, and everything like that. Now we're going to go back to our Arcadian flesh tone, and we're going to use the same the same brush. And we're going to do some highlights on this feller's face. He's pretty small, so there's not going to be a whole lot of highlight. But you know, we're gonna give it the solid college try here, or university, or high school, or just, you know, we're just gonna give it a good old try. That's what we're gonna do. On the hands, I'm just gonna highlight a few areas to make the fingers stand out. There we are. Now we're not gonna. I could be able to do a whole lot with such a teeny weeny little teeny little face. But you know, we'll do what we can. We'll try and make it look good. And then, if we so desire, and I desire, we are going to go to Kislev Flash. Make the camera work. Yeah. Anyway, there. Kislev Flash. Interesting. And this one's even going to be smaller than before. This is literally for catching the sharpest angles. So, you know, like the nose, maybe the cheek, chin, and the jaw. Not much. And then on the hands, kind of catch the knuckles. That's really about it. That's all you need. Super, super tiny amount. And you have a pretty darn good looking cowboy. Now with that finished, we're going to go back to his hat. And we're going to use the red. Check the crud out of the red. Try and get some that I can use. We are going to probably use the Vallejo Zero. And we are going to make his hat red. And we're just going to paint the whole kit and caboodle red. But when we get to the underside, we'll have to be a little careful so we don't wreck what we've worked so hard to do. Now we're working on the underside. So now again, we get to be just a little careful. As we get around the skin that we just painted. I mean, probably I should have painted the cowboy hat before I painted the skin, but you know, now it's a skill check. Can I paint the hat without messing up the face? See, I haven't done the hair yet, so if I mess up the hair, that's okay. There we are. The hat is base coated. There we are. I got a different studio cat today. Oh. This is Vincent. He's one of my oldest cats. He is 12. 12? Yeah, I think you're 12. Yeah. He's 12 years old. He's one of my bestest buds. He doesn't come into the studio very, very often. So it's nice to see them. Look. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah. I'm going to put them over in one of the other beds that I have up here for Toothless and Rue, my usual studio cats. And now I'm going to take Agrax Earthshade and give the hat a quick wash. So that it has some depth and definition to it. Go. We'll give that a dry. But in the meantime, there's another little detail we can do on the Cowboy before we can set him aside. Well, because we're gonna let that hat dry before we start working back on the Cowboy. So now we get to work on the Jackalope for a second. Now let's pick a nice brown. For the seats, for the saddle. And since he's, based in white, I'm just going to use contrast paints. And the color that I'm going to use is snakebite leather, which seems kind of apropos. And I'm going to use the Army Painter base coat brush. Again, we'll make the camera work for it. Work for it. There it is. It was in focus. If you missed it, okay, I don't know what to do. Hopefully, it's a color that I agree with. And it is. So basically what I'm doing is just painting the saddle portion. love these contrast paints. They make painting. They can make painting so fast. You know, and if you practice with them, and you just like everything else, if you practice with it, and learn how they work, then do some magnificent work with them. I think this is part of the saddle too. If it isn't, it is now. So says me, because it's my miniature. There we are. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like how that turned out. And now I want a nice red, I think, for the saddle blanket underneath. And again, I'm going to do it in a contrast, and we're going to, get it all done nice and quick. So what have I got for reds? No, I don't want orange. The Blood Angels red it is. The contrasts you really have to shake up, because sometimes they do have a tendency to separate. And, that's just not fun. Give it a nice good shake. We're going to use the same coat. We're going to just use the same brush. We're going to use the base coat brush. Put a little bit on our palette so we can control how much goes on. And then it's just this tiny little spot right around here. There. And I kind of want something on the Jackalope to match the rider, so I figured that I'd make the blanket match. And here we are. I want the blanket a little bit more red, so I'm just kind of putting an little extra on it. There we are. Of course, we have a few things like the bridle bits, and those are going to be done with standard paints, but that'll be done later. But for now, done a little bit of work on the Jackalope. Got him pretty much done. We got the Cowboy, and he's pretty much done. Next time, it's just going to be finishing up the small little details and getting this thing caught in my hair, because that's what I do. So as you can see, we are definitely coming along, and he will be ready and beautiful. Little Christmas cowboy and Jackalope. They're just about finished. So, please stay safe, be safe, and most of all, paint safe. By that, don't drink the water. And we'll see you next time in the workshop.